What is going on, squad? Today we are going to cover the forearm forearm exercises on the Isochain. Now, before we go into this, I really want to, explain why the forearms are so important. So my clients, when I train them, I tell them that grip strength and core strength are some of the most important things that they can develop in training, whether it's just with me or whether once they shed the training wheels and go out on their own. I want to make sure that I was very clear about how powerful and how important core strength and grip strength is. And I want to go to Bruce Lee. I think Bruce Lee and the Isochain are pretty much synonymous at this point. You know, looking into his program, you kind of wonder why he was training his forearms so much and then his core so much. But then you look at how everything kind of works synergistically with his core strength, his forearm and crushing grip strength, and then his explosive power and the kinetic chain and how all that worked. By the way, if you haven't seen the kinetic chain video, here's a link right here. Go and check that out. Very good video. But I want to really preface that first and just really explain how powerful that is. And so we're going to start with exercise number 1, which is the finger hold. I was utilizing the finger hold in the Sweet 16 routine at the beginning of the channel's life, and I really felt that exercise. I loved how it made my brachioradialis feel. You know what it felt like? It really felt like when you do like dumbbell wrist curls to failure. And I was doing only the 6 seconds. I wasn't even doing any hypertrophy or endurance training. It was just the 6 seconds to failure on the finger hold, and I felt it like my fingers individually felt like they were getting stronger. And I think that's a pretty incredible feat in only 30 days, because I've only touched it once or twice since in a couple of programs and you know, sporadically every now and then in the course of the last 24 months. How has it been 24 months? That doesn't even make any sense. But great exercise. If you are really looking to take your grip strength and forearm strength to the next level, that pinch strength, should definitely incorporate that. But the next one we're going to cover is the reverse curl. Now, the reverse curl, also another Sweet 16 favorite. By the way, if you haven't seen a Sweet 16 video, it's the first Isochain routine that I came up with on my own. I was so excited about the Isochain in 2020 that I had like made this program like 2 months before I got it. So I was super excited and dove right in. And I knew the power of forearm and grip strength. So now this one though is more forearm strength. So you are definitely going to feel your brachioradialis in full swing. There's 2 different variations. One, you can keep the wrist straight so that your wrist is getting a lot more strength, that your wrist is getting more strength in the contraction, or you can drop it and dinosaur arm, and that way your brachioradialis just gets blasted. So if you've ever done a dinosaur one, oh my god, get ready for that. That is quite the feeling. That reminds me of doing captains of crutch grippers. What I like about the reverse curl is that we can just set the chain link to whatever the bicep curl one was and just do it there. Just make sure that your elbows are kept in place. I know in some of our earlier videos you can see me pulling with everything I have and the elbows are starting to flare out. Is it still getting the forearm? Yeah, but that's where the forces start to go to other places that you really don't want them to go to, and the number looks nice on the screen, but is it really all forearm? You know, so you gotta ask yourself that question. But great exercise to throw in, and that is going to lead us to the last exercise. But wait a second, I said 4, right? Well, it's really 3, but disguised as 4, and that is the wrist curl. So there's one of these that I haven't even done a how-to video on yet, so get ready for that. But the seated wrist curl, I really like. That's another one that's pretty direct because your hands don't have anywhere else to go. I know this one had my forearms pretty tensed up for a while after the session. So essentially you're just having your forearm in contact with your quadricep, and you're just bringing your hand down like this, and the bar is in contact with your hand at this angle here. And then you're trying to contract as if you actually could wrist curl, only you can't because the bar is in place. Great exercise. You really feel the stretch. And so where's the extra credit exercise. Now, one I don't really have my clients do too much unless I notice glaring weaknesses in some of their exercises is a reverse wrist curl. So that's where your brachioradius, like your palm is face down, and so now you're trying to bring it up like this, right? So immediately what's under fire are the wrist extensors. I mean, they feel weak. If you've ever done wrist curls, you will be a lot stronger palm up than palm down. 100%. Same thing with the Isochain. However, there are definitely some benefits. Your grip strength is going to definitely improve. Is it something that you need? I would say probably not, but it is another exercise, so expect to see the how-to reverse wrist curl video in a future video. But those are your forearm isochain exercises. It is very important that each and every one of us train our forearms. Not just on this channel and not just because Bruce Lee did it. It's just, it truly is, how often do we use our grip? You know, like grip, if you want to talk about ADLs, activities of daily living, the grip is up there as like one of the most important things that we use in our daily life. And core would definitely be number 2, 100%. All right, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you use any type of isometric grip strength training? If you're wondering why I didn't add the pressure grip thing that I have on Amazon, it's because it's not an isochain exercise with that. There's also another good one. It has a built-in dynamometer up to 330 pounds. And it's actually kind of painful, but it does work. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and comment. And if you're not yet part of the squad, hit the subscribe button and come join the squad with us. We'll see you next video. Peace.